Yo, you're in the studio with on Switch, and today I thought it would be cool to start a new series of videos about writing a tune. But with this series I figured it would be helpful to include all of the sound design and show the entire process. In the first part of this series we start with creating the intro. We create all of the sounds for the intro real time, so it's going to be a longer than normal video. At the end of the video we have the first part of our intro laid out and we're ready to move forward to the build up and the drop. I'd like to say a massive hello to all of my members both on Patreon and over here on YouTube. I hope you find this insightful and helpful, and let's get to the video. Okay, so I've launched Ableton and I basically thought I would just have a play. So I opened up the Labs plugin and by default it opened up to here. I think I've adjusted this maybe slightly, and it's the percussion setting on Labs. The percussion, the free, this is all completely free, this Labs plugin. It's brilliant from Spitfire Audio, and basically you get the different packs for it, which are free also, and one of them is the percussion pack, which I've got. So this is the very first percussion patch, and basically I clicked on that there, and I thought there's something quite cool about that. I'm not sure what this. So this is variation. So that's quite cool. So we can play with that, and I thought what we could do is we could grab this sound and we can basically do some sound design with it and sort of make like an intro sort of style donk noise, because there's something about that tom that's got potential. It's really quiet at the moment, but that's fine because we've got an expression control here. So I'm just going to take a single hit of that. So let's grab it so that it's not quite so. In fact, let's grab the full tail and let's hit it as hard as we can. And what we'll do is we'll just literally record a note of this in. And in fact, what we could do is we could just draw it in here. So it's F1 that the tom is on. There we go. Let's turn the speaker icon on there, the headphone icon, and there we go. Nice. And we could do some pre-processing with it. So we could maybe put some saturation on there. In fact, I need to go like this time, I think, because of the new search sort of functions with it. So we'll grab a saturator on that and we'll just give it a little bit of drive here. We could even try maybe a different type. And that's not hurting it at all. So we're a bit peaking, I think. Okay, it's not so bad. We could bring the output down a touch maybe. Try and balance it around this 6 sort of mark there, that'll do us. Right, so let's do that. And let's now flatten that basically. So free track, and let's flatten that as well. There we go. And we now have it as audio. So what we can do now is we can now put that into a sampler. So if I go to instruments and then type in the sampler, we can grab the sampler and we can put that onto the next channel down, and then we can just drag this straight into the sampler, and we now have it across our keys. Or we can now pitch it and we can do what we want to do with it. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to bring the volume up on it, because at the moment it's quiet. So we can do that here. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to grab a tuner and just see what sort of pitch we're at with this. So once again, I'm going to go TUN on there. I'm not a fan of this new the way they've got everything set out, the new search functions and stuff. It's not working brilliantly well for me, but let's find out what pitch we're at. Pretty cool. So we're at an F. So we're obviously pitching down because of the way the tom is, but that's ultimately our sort of fundamental pitch is an F, which is perfect. So let's turn the snapper and let's turn the interpolation to best, which it is by default now, which is nice. Nice, and then we can come into the filter page on the sampler and we can now just give it a little bit of drive here. We've got to be careful, we don't want to kill the sound or make it too loud, but we can play, sort of balance it out, you know. Nice. And what I want to try is I want to zoom into the start point here, and I want to just try moving this along a touch. That's not quite pitching correctly now. Okay, so let's actually just put this on there. That should now be a C. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so it's kind of different at the moment, but we can now put filters on it and stuff. I like it more now that we've taken that start point off. So let's grab an auto filter and let's put this after here. Let's get rid of the tuner now. And we can now filter this. We can also filter it here as well, obviously, but we can filter it here. In fact, what we'll do is we'll filter it here initially. So let's just turn this off for a second and we can drive it a second with this. But we'll use the filter envelope. So let's bring the cutoff down. Okay, so I'm kind of not hating on that at all. So I'm going to turn the R off here, and I'm going to make it so we can only play one note at a time. Let's have a look at this. I still want to keep like the body of the sound, but I want to sort of give it some release so that when I... Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere with this. So what I'll do now is I'll turn on the auto filter here, and I will now turn on the drive. And we'll go ISR with the drive, and I'll just give it some more here. We might need to put like some sort of gain staging after this, but... So that hasn't hurt it at all. Brilliant. We are looking a little bit hot on the level here, so we can gain stage that in the next phase. So we could even put utility on here. In fact, why am I scrolling through the things here? Let's go. Utility. There we go. Maybe not grab all of them. So we can put utility at the end here, and then we've now got a gain control with this, so we can... Nice. And we could even mono the bass end of it. Okay, I think what we'll do, it seems to play with the phasing too much for my liking. I don't know where it's going in the headphones there. So I think what we could do is we could just hold off on that for a second, and we can then we'll just use this purely as a volume control. And then what we can do is we can EQ it, or we can sort it out later on. So what I want to do is I want to grab a reverb and just have a play with that. So let's grab the okay, let's grab the Valhalla. So let's get rid of the search, the function there, and let's go to the plugins, and let's grab let's clear the search here, and let's just type in Val, grab that, and we'll just have a look at I'll put my default preset on it, which is going to be way too cavernous for us, I think. Which it is, but what we can do is we can sort of play with the mix here. I don't mind some of the tail on that, but we can take the low end up with the reverb a little bit, and we can try turning off this mod. So I think if we were to not use it sort of too much, then we could keep it like that. I think we could maybe try and sort of shorten this down a touch. Okay, we're sort of losing that that reverb sort of feel, but we might switch. So I think we'll switch it out. So I think we'll just come back to the normal audio effects, and we'll just grab a reverb from here. Reverb. There we go. Just grab the normal reverb. Sweet. At least now we've got control over it in that sense. Nice. Might even bring a little. Nice. Nice. And I think maybe it's still a bit long, so we could try bringing this back a touch. And just okay, so I think that's got sort of more potential. Sweet. So what we could try now is just putting like another saturator on it. I mean, I know we haven't got one on it at the moment, but we used one before. So let's type in saturator. And let's put this on before the reverb, but after the utility. I mean, let's put it on maybe before the utility, and then we can once again use the gain control here. Although we don't need this now, we've got a gain control on the saturator. This isn't doing anything apart from our gain. So let's get rid of that. Let's proper try and drive this and see where we can go with it. Nice. Nice, and just completely out of interest, let's try the FM. So let's use the oscillator option basically in the sampler, and let's just bring the volume up here. Something I quite like about that. Let's try it down an octave basically. Nice. Quite like that. Turn it off. There's something quite cool about it. Let's bring the decay time back. Some really cool sort of little sort of lead noises out of it, percussive sort of style lead noises. I'm sort of quite keen on it around there. That's kind of my favourite sort of area, sort of 35-ish. I quite like that. Let's try this velocity to volume to velocity, so the softer I press. I need to turn this up full maybe. Yeah. So I suppose we could set like a maximum. It's a shame you can't change the sensitivity of this. Okay, so we could try something with that. I think that's sounding pretty cool. So let's now come to this arrangement page. Let's turn off the audio there, and let's just now draw in like a MIDI clip. And let's program something in. So I know that we're F. This should be our root key. And as you can hear, when we get too much velocity in there, that's not nice. So we can suppose we can now play with this. Let's just do this for a second, and we can see where we're at, and we can now adjust the velocities accordingly. Like, this is nowhere near what's going to be the end result. This just gives us an idea to be able to scope out what we're doing and get our settings right, and then we can then program up a proper riff. So let's select them all. Let's now go to press B on the keyboard, which gives us the draw tool, and if we now hold Control, we can now sort of do this. So we'll go all the way to maximum volume here, all the way down to next to nothing here. Nice. So that gives us the full spectrum of that sound. So what we can do now is we can now adjust the sound. So we can now bring this maximum volume down. And we could even bring this velocity to volume to velocity down. So that just gives us a touch of variation in it. Okay, so there's something quite cool about that. We now also have the auto filter, obviously. Really cool. Nice. Alright, so let's have a play with like a bit of a riff now then. So let's get rid of that. We know where we're at with regards to the filter, with the volume, with the velocity, so we can play with that. I'm on the wrong tool here, I didn't mean to do that. Sweet, let's turn this click on for a second. Okay, so let's just put one at the beginning of each bar for the second run. So that we're kind of not just looping on nothing. Okay, so there's something I quite like about that. I do want to try losing every other one of these for a second, and I'm just going to grab these. Just out of interest, and then I'm going to go back to my draw tool, and I'm going to basically have that one so that it's lower, and then we're going to come up. I'm holding the wrong button here, sorry. Maybe come up to 4. I've got to drop this one. Okay, so that could be quite cool. Nice, we can turn this click off now. And we can hold Control. Missed that first one again, but that's fine, we can just draw that. Let's hit the B button. That's pretty cool. Okay. Nice. Nice, so we can put like a little fill in the end part here. Let's just try, we can note these in. So now let's grab this whole part here, let's consolidate that, and let's just have a look at these last few notes here. I want to come to 16ths with the quantize, and I want to hit quantize there. It's fine, this just needs to go across. Nice. Very cool. Nice. So I quite like that. That's pretty cool. So let's go back to labs and let's grab like a pad that we can work over the top of that with. So I'm going to go to my plugins here. I'm going to go to labs, and we can grab the labs plugin. Like I say, it's completely free, this plugin, and all of the packs for it are completely free as well, and that's super cool. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Valhalla Supermassive. I can spell. Yeah, all good. Brilliant. And then we can close that off, clear. Just go and put the preset on for a second so that we're in the right place to start off with. There we go. Take the low end up a touch. Let's launch the plugin. So there we go. So that's, as you can see, that's the Labs plugin in its entirety, and that's how it loads up. So that's exactly where we were at the beginning of the last preset, the last patch. So that's that same hit. But what we can do here is we've got these different. I've downloaded all of the packs for it. Pretty much. I think there was a couple I didn't because I would never use church bells or that kind of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I think there was a couple like that on there. But we've got the frozen strings open here by default, which is, these are lovely, like really, really nice. So let's grab just the first one here, and let's just play a couple of notes on the keyboard. Super quiet, but super nice. So let's have a quick look here at what we have. So we have a reverb on this first one here. We have attack and release. So let's give it quite a lot of release. I quite like the attack on it. I think that's quite nice. So I think what we'll do is we will, maybe not 20 seconds of release, but there you go, 9.5 seconds, that'll do us. And what we'll do is we will just leave that there, and we'll just program in like 2 octaves or something of just F. So insert MIDI clip, and then we'll go down to, I think, so F1 is too low, so it's F2 is our lowest F we can grab. So let's grab that. And let's grab an octave above with the F. Nice. And let's just flatten that. Freeze. Flatten. And then once again, here we go, we can see the waveform. We can leave that as it is. In fact, what we'll do is we'll drag that out, and then we'll grab a sampler. So we'll get instruments, sampler, and we'll drag that into a space, and then we'll do exactly the same as before. We'll just drag that wave file into there, into the sampler, and we've now got it across our keys. This is a sampler channel here, so obviously we're going to need to gain this up some. So we'll keep going until we can start to see the waveform. That's really nice. So we know that the key was an F, so we can put that to an F. There we go, F3. In fact, what we'll do is actually going to go F2 because that will give us the correct sort of pitch across the keys. So C3 will definitely be C3. for that instrument. Really, really nice. And we've got filters we can put on it. We've got obviously the amplifier envelope we can play with it. There's a bit at the beginning here I'm not a massive fan of. Like that hit at the beginning. I think that's like a good start point for us. And then we can just come in with the amplifier envelope. And I want a lot of attack and a lot of release, and I want the sustain up full, so that it's just gonna, the note's gonna come on, it's gonna stay where it is until it dies. And I'm gonna turn up the notes to 12 so that we can play a couple of chords and we're never gonna get this overlap of notes. The notes cutting off, sorry. Super cool. So this is our release time, so we should have 4 seconds of attack, 4 seconds of release. And the release for me is too quick, so let's turn that up. And we can adjust this curve here so that we make it so that it's less of a drop off. Much better. That for me is a much better sort of style sound. We've now got, obviously, we could put this, say, on a notch. We could try that. I'll have to be careful that it's not too much. I don't want it to be like massively obvious, but yeah, I'm not a fan. But we can have a play. So let's let's turn the drive on for this. And let's just turn this up to say 3. So we can maybe lose some of that attack. Nice. We could even try that down another octave. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's grab some effects on this. Let's first of all grab a compressor. And we'll grab the normal built-in Ableton compressor. I'll turn off the settings that I have on by default, so we're just now pretty much as we, there we go, if I do that, pretty much as we normally are when we open it. I'm going to turn the ratio up full. I'm going to keep the dry wet up full, and I'm just going to balance this now so that we just start to grab the compressor. I still want some dynamic in there, but I don't really care about it. That's pretty cool. I'm still not 100% sure on the whole noise as a thing, but I think it's got potential. So we obviously want to let's grab a delay, and I'll grab just a normal delay. And let's grab a reverb. And once again, let's grab the Valhalla just because it just makes everything swimming and it's like you're in space. Let's go Val on there. There we go. Just put the setting on that by default. There we go. So that's where we're at with that. So we should now have quite a swimming sort of atmosphere. Really nice. I actually love it. I mean, you could sort that amplifier out so that it's sort of the amplifier envelope, sorry, so that it's a bit of a better shape. So I've taken some of the attack off there. Can't remember what I played now, but I like that a lot. I want a bit more attack on there, I think. Or like a second. There we go. Really, really nice. So let's now come back to our main arrangement here. Let's just copy this across so we have a little bit more space to work with now, so we're not just jamming over like a couple of bars there. We've turned off this channel here, so let's actually just move this up to with the other channel, with the other labs. So these are our two flattened audio tracks. So we don't need them, but we'll keep them in there just so that we've got the original sounds. And then this is what we've got with the other noise. Nice. Nice. So let's see now if the pad's going to work, what we can do with it. Nice. Nice. I need to double check on this pitch here. I'm not convinced this is definitely an F right now. That might be because of the FM that we've put on. It's not feeling like an F for me right now. But what we can do is I can just grab the. I don't know if it's going to work with the tuner because it's quite a stabby sort of style noise, but we can give it a look at. So let's go tuner. Worst case scenario, I'll have to try and pitch it by ear. Here we go. And we could even maybe turn up the reverb so that it becomes more pad-like. Let's just solo this for a second. Which it is. Okay, it's just what I thought, so it's not picking up on that, but that's totally fine. So what we'll do is we'll highlight these two channels here. We'll go in. Oh, cancel. I don't want to close it. We'll go in and we'll click in the part that's in the parts there, one of the parts, it doesn't matter which one, and we'll go Control A, and then we can now pitch this up and down depending on where we want it. I'm going to play both of them together so we can hear where we're at. So for me that's almost a bit high. Let's come back to here, Control A. Maybe it is right. Maybe it's me and the headphones. I think that's why I struggle. So for me, that's a better pitch with that. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's a battle. Cool. I like that. Let's record that in. Might have been a bit premature there. The note there, re-triggered it. No, let go. Okay, so let's go to 8th on the quantize on here. Let's get rid of this note here. That was a dud note. Let's go right click and quantize. Check that out. And then let's go right click and crop clip. And let's also just bring this back. Yeah, that's definitely a better pitch. I'm not sure about that last bit now in there. Okay, so let's grab a hat, just so we've got a hat in there. Let's go to here and let's go hi-hat. Nice. Nice, those two are nice. So let's grab a drum rack. Drum rack. Go back to the drums. Wasn't that one? That one. The keyboard back down. Right, let's not go over that amount there. Let's just go to the middle there. Okay, so let's just loop it over that section for a sec. What are we on here? 16, so let's go 8th for a second. Okay, so let's duplicate that, but let's lose this here, and let's bring this to here for that. And let's just duplicate that a couple of times. Nice. Let's process these hats. Okay, so first things first, let's grab a filter and let's go higher pass. It's better for me. Let's go to the, let's grab a delay. I'll just scroll to it there. Let's bring this feedback back. Nice. that's got potential. So what I want to do is I want to grab a copy of this channel here, all these elements, and I want to put this onto another channel here. And I just want to have a play with this noise. I'm going to take all of the attack off of it, and I'm going to bring down the decay. The release we're going to bring back a touch. We're taking 5 seconds of it. The envelope we're going to play with in a second, but I want to bring this in. And it's now just picking our point. Right, so let's have a look at this. Let's go to our filter. Up a touch in a second. Okay, we're retriggering, which is good. 12 notes, nice. Okay, so we'll just copy that pad across, and we made like a clicky sort of style glitchy noise out of it. Right, that's where it wants to click. So let's go to just here. Nice, and it almost has a bit of tonality to it there as well. Okay, so let's go 8. Let's hit quantize. Nice, so I just need to adjust this delay. Sorry, this here, I'm not a massive fan of what's going on with it for some reason. Let's try taking this on this. Channel, and let's now adjust this again. Massive level here. cool about that. Nice, I like that a lot. So it's going to be the same place as this. So. Nice. Different. Oh, okay, so I want the extra note here. Nice. So let's drag that onto here so it makes it. Let's go consolidate. And let's go eighths on the quantize, hit quantize again. There we go. Just going to drag this, copy that to the beginning of the whole thing as well. Nice. Let's grab this over here as well. Don't need this towel in it. Should I change in the octave down? Nice. Right, bear me 2 seconds. So, where are we? Sorry. Nice. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. So what we could do now is we could once again grab this pad. We could grab all of the parts here, copy this onto another channel here. And we can then once again use it as a pad maybe, but maybe we'll start it this time from like a bit further in. Let's have a listen to see how that's sounding. Quite nice. It's not quite as solid as what I'd quite like it, so I'm going to try just playing with the filter here. Something quite cool about that. So let's try the, I mean, it might sound really rubbish with this. Did I set the pitch right on this? I did. Nice. So let's have a little look and let's see how it sounds. Something quite nice about that. It's added quite a lot of lows in there. Let's try changing this to say the SWD saw double maybe. There's something cool about that. Okay, so let's now go to the, let's try ping pong. Really, really cool. Different. I mean, like, way too much. Without the oscillator. That's once again a really, really nice pad. So let's turn it on. Let's see how we are. Okay, so that's quite cool. So let's just give the track a play and let's see where we're at. It's super simple, but that just kind of works. About the timing on it at all. Let's quantize it, let's see where we're at. Notes. I think. Didn't even realise that happened now with the new 12. It's quite cool. Nice. So let's try maybe, we're on audio effects, so let's go the auto pan. Let's go before the delay. Let's go to beats. We'll just leave it on 16 for a second. Let's turn this up. Turn the phase off. Maybe like a random. Nice, just creates a bit of movement there. Sixteenths again. It's just a matter of playing, isn't it? Nice. Right, there we go. Nice. So I can hear like an 808 ride. So let's, or a 909 ride, sorry. So let's go 909. Sorry, click on back at the top here. Not hi-hat. Let's just drag that down to C1 so that we've just got it easier. Oh, bear me 2 secs. Sorry about that. Little sneezing fit. Right, let's look at the pitch. Works that nice out of it, I reckon. Eighths on the quantize. Nice. Right, let's put some delay on that. Decay on the cymbal time. Nice. Let's get a filter on that. Auto filter. Switch the filter and the delay around. Let's grab a reverb. Nice. Okay, so what we'll do then is we will call that part 1. We'll leave that there, and in the next one we'll just build on that, see where we end up. Nice. Yeah, that's got massive potential. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that, found it insightful and helpful. Go check out the members section. It helps me to keep making the videos, you know, it keeps me interested, you know, it helps me to just move forward with the channels. And I will catch you in the next one.